Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to day 22 of the 31 progressive rock stocking stuffers for the holidays from 1971. We're revisiting some of my favorite prog releases from 71, albums that have turned 50 years old this year. Today is another one. This one's kind of like a borderline one. If you were to really listen to this album, for those of you who have heard it, for those who haven't, little bit more of kind of like mainstream rock, I think, from the early 70s. However, the influx of tons and tons of Mellotron on this album kind of have to move it into the prog rock camp just a little bit. This is more like kind of like that proto-prog sound than anything else. Kind of moody blues, Barclay James Harvest-ish, so to speak. I'm talking about the debut self-titled album from British band Spring. I know we've had a few people who have been wondering if I would be including this in this month. I couldn't not include it because I actually do like this album quite a bit. Like I said, it's kind of, you got that really interesting cover, right? You got kind of like the... is that a soldier, a policeman, kind of like laying in the ditch, right? Did he get? No, actually, it's not the ditch; it's like the river, right? So like a dead body kind of floated up downstream in the river, right? You got the dead tree there, and yeah, it's kind of a gruesome cover, right? But actually, pretty cool album. I have always liked this. I've had this on CD for quite some time. This is an old repertoire CD issue. There's the guys in the band. So, again, released in 1971 in the band. All right, you ready for this now? On lead vocals and Mellotron, Pat Moran. On lead and 12-string guitars and Mellotron, Ray Martinez. On piano, organ, and Mellotron, Kips Brown. On bass guitar, no Mellotron, Adrian Maloney, otherwise known as Bone. And on drums and glockenspiel, no Mellotron, Pick Withers. All right, and artwork on the album, I guess the photography and everything done by Keith McMillan. So, as I said, more of kind of song-based, just straight rock and roll sort of, but not like hard rock and roll. Again, I tend to, when I think of Spring, when I listen to Spring, I think of very much in the spirit of like Moody Blues and Barclay James Harvest. Very kind of singer-songwritery with great lead vocals, very melodic, not very guitar-y, but there are some nice guitar parts on some songs. But the big drama, the big emotion is kind of welled up by all these Mellotrons on basically just every song. And the original album has 8 tracks in total. You got The Prisoner, 8x10, starts things off again, very kind of moody. The Mellotrons just everywhere, all over the place. Then you got this really cool song called Grail, which, since the first day I ever listened to this, whenever I bought this CD way back when, sometime in the 90s, I'm listening to this song, and please go check it out. The name of the band is Spring. The song is called Grail, for those of you who have never heard this band before. And I just played this again this morning. I hadn't heard this it's probably been a couple of years since I've listened to this. And once again, I'm reminded, especially on this song, how much Pat Moran on vocals sounds like Sting, and the song sounds like an old early 80s Police song. But with, instead of like the kind of reggae upbeat type of stuff, it's just picture Sting singing for like the Moody Blues. All right, got these big soaring vocal harmonies, and he's got that kind of, that's what that man. It just sounds so much like Sting, but yet with lots of Mellotron and big drama and kind of somber sounding, right? You've got Boats, a quick little song. Then you got the Shipwreck Soldier, really good. That's a little more of a rocker. You got Golden Fleece, about 7 minutes long. That also has some really nice passages. Got some nice organ on this album as well. Inside Out. Song to Absent Friends, The Island, another little quick piece, and then it finishes it off with the nearly 6-minute Gazing. Again, a lot of drama, a lot of emotion, a lot of mellotron, but some nice, acoustic guitar textures, some little biting guitar solos here and there. It's not really like a bluesy album. It's not really a jazzy album. Like I said, it's kind of just like this kind of mid-paced, emotional, melodic rock album, but with all this, like organ and mellotron, and it's not complex. The songs are not really complex, but it kind of sounds like prog, right? Or proto-prog, which is basically that late 60s, early 70s thing where bands are starting to incorporate more use of keyboards and maybe, changing up some time signatures and making it kind of sound symphonic by using different instruments and whatnot. That's what you get here. You're not going to mistake this for Emerson, Lake and Palmer or Yes or anything like that, or even King Crimson. But on its own, this is actually a very cool album and very, very enjoyable. If you get the end of there's been a couple CD reissues over the years. I think this has been reissued again, like probably 5 or 6 years ago. There are some additional tracks from the never released second album from Spring, and ironically enough, there's like barely any mellotron on those songs. They're a little even more straightforward. So it's funny how on their first album they went all out, and then I guess while they were working on the second album, they're probably like, we used that enough. We're going to try and do something different here. But fun, enjoyable album. Like I said, really memorable songs. And if you like that kind of real heartfelt, emotional, melodic, early prog sound, the whole proto-prog thing, you'll find lots to love here. I dig this quite a bit. I've enjoyed this for many, many years, and I still do. It's one of those old favorites you can pull out every so often and be like, yeah, I remember why I like this so much back in the day, right? So Spring, self-titled from 1971, is my choice for today. Tune in tomorrow and each and every day throughout the rest of December, as you'll get some additional favorites of mine from 1971. Hopefully you'll find some things here that you don't have that you might want to check out, that either you want to get yourself for the holidays and stick in that stocking on the mantle, or have your significant other or your parent or whatnot pick up some cool things for you so you can have them drop them in as a little gift in your holiday stocking. So thanks for watching. I'm Pete Pardo. Visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Of course, we're here on YouTube all the damn time. Got some good ones coming up, so stay tuned each and every day here. We're going to be bringing you a whole bunch more between now. I mean, there's not a lot left. We're already at the last almost 3/4 of the way through the month. So, but they'll be coming to you each and every day. So what else we got this week? So we've got Monsters Den coming up. We've got Friday Morning at the Funhouse coming up with Martin Popoff. We've got album Homework Assignment also this weekend, where I believe it's going to be myself going up against George LeMay, so stay tuned for that. And what else? And then next week, all over again. So enjoy the holidays, everybody, but you'll be talking to me between now and then. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you real soon here on the channel, right? Because we are here all the damn time. Take care. Bye-bye.